Pokemon Duel trainers. Is Guzzlord challenging SOLGALEO for the best goalie in the game? Let's see. It's showtime. We could be. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel. I'm your host, Professor Showtime. Today we're going to be looking at Guzzlord. That's right, Guzzlord. In my opinion, Guzzlord is the best goalie in the game. And in this video, I'm going to spotlight why. But before I get into that, I got to hit you with the disclaimer. Warning, the views and expressions are Showtime's and Showtime's alone. If you agree with me, comment down below. If you disagree with me, comment down below. I really want to hear your perspective and your viewpoint on my opinion. I want to hear your opinion as well. So please comment all your opinions and questions and comments and your disagreements down below. Let's just try to be respectful. All right. So Guzzlord, move over SOLGALEO. Guzzlord is here, and this is why. So you guys know how we do on the channel. Before we get into the figure, in my opinion, we got to do a deep dive. We got to explain exactly all the moves and ability on the figure, because some people may not be too clear in it, especially because Guzzlord is not being played as much. So first things first, Guzzlord is a dark dragon type Pokemon. Its ability is Gulp, Gulp. This Pokemon gains one movement point after moving to the bench or field after its first battle. At the start of your turn, instead of using a movement point, this Pokemon may move to a point passing through adjacent Pokemon that have weight. If it does, those adjacent Pokemon move to the Ultra Space outside of the field. Your turn ends. So basically, Guzzlord has the ability to move off of the bench to the goal really easily, because it's going to start out as a 2 movement point figure. Also, Guzzlord has the ability to hop over figures that have weight, sort of like how Gengar hops over figures that are poisoned. I mean, when Gengar hops over a figure that's poisoned, it sends it to the PC. But when Guzzlord hops over a figure that has weight, it sends it to the Ultra Space. Now, if you're playing with a deck that doesn't have any Ultra Beasts, that's going to be pretty hard for the Pokemon to come back. But before I digress into opinions, let's just go right into the wheel. There's 2 4-miss slices on Guzzlord. So at level 5, it's going to be a 4-miss slice, and at level 10, it's still going to have a 4-miss slice. The first ability is Ultra Belch. Moves one opposing Pokemon in the Ultra Space to a point of your choosing on the field. That Pokemon gains weight. The next ability is Brutal Swing. Adjacent opposing Pokemon are knocked one step back. Those Pokemon gain weight. First, let's talk about Ultra Belch a little bit. Basically, you're bringing your opponent's Pokemon back to the field, and you get to choose where you want to put it. So basically, Ultra Belch is just helping your opponent. Then you have Brutal Swing is a 3-star purple. Adjacent opposing Pokemon are knocked one step back. Those Pokemon gain weight. So think of it like a Mewtwo, but a watered down version of Mewtwo, because the Pokemon is just moving one step back and it gains weight 1. The next attack is Dragon Tail. It's a 137. If you knock the opponent out, normal things happen. It gets sent to the PC. But if you get knocked out, your opponent also goes to the bench. So you'll go to the PC, and the opponent goes to the bench. So let's talk about the cons. Let's talk about why Guzzlord is bad. Let's talk about why everybody loves to hate Guzzlord. Because it's a 1 movement point figure after you attack. After you attack, it falls into the same category as all the powerful 1 movement point figures. The same reason we can't play Metagross, because it's a 1 movement point figure. The same reason why we can't play Rayquaza, because it's a 1 movement point figure, is the same reason why people aren't going to play Guzzlord, because it's a 1 movement point figure after its attacks. So after Guzzlord is in a battle, that's it. It gets turned to 1 movement point. So that's one bad thing. Let's look at the wheel. Ultra Belch. It's a blue, and it only helps your opponent. Your opponent is going to be able to. You're going to be able to bring a figure back, but from your opponent. So that's not helping you at all. What sense does that make? You're going to bring your opponent's figure back? Another bad thing. Brutal Swing, 3-star purple, so you're going to win, but you're only moving the opponent one step back. And it gains weight 1. So you're not going to be able to use your Gulp ability. You're not going to be able to hop over that Pokemon, because by the time it's your turn, the Pokemon's weight is finished. And the last ability is Dragon Tail. It's a 137. It sounds good right now, but with figures hitting harder and harder, it's going to be difficult to C-level Guzzlord up because it's a UX figure, and we don't have too many UX green cubes. So those are all the reasons why Guzzlord is bad and why people aren't going to play Guzzlord. I just wanted to go over that so you guys don't think I'm oblivious to the cons of Guzzlord. But now let's get into the pros. Let's get into the reason why I feel Guzzlord is going to be the best goalie in the game. Move over, SOLGALEO. Hello, Guzzlord. I keep saying it because I want to really drive this point home. First things first, the way you use Guzzlord is the way you wish you can use SOLGALEO. I mean, the way you wish you can use Metagross and the way you wish you can use Rayquaza. Guzzlord has the ability to get to the goal easily. It gets to the goal just as efficient as any 2 movement point figure, even just as efficient as any 3 movement point figure. It takes 2 movements to get Guzzlord to the goal. You know, so you don't have a problem getting Guzzlord to the goal. Secondly, it's first, you're not going to use Guzzlord to attack. Okay, first things first, do not use Guzzlord to attack. Only let your opponent attack you. Once you let your opponent only attack you, now Guzzlord's wheel looks a little bit different. The first ability is Ultra Belch, right? If your opponent attacks you, your opponent has a figure in Ultra Space, you're gonna be able to move that figure directly next to you, and now it's your turn, so you can hop over the figure and send it right back to the Ultra Space. So if the opponent attacks you, it's your turn. The figure is gonna come right next to you because that's where you're gonna place it. You're gonna hop over it. You're gonna send it right back to Ultra Space. That's awesome. The second thing is Brutal Swing. You're not gonna attack. You're gonna let your opponent attack you. Once your opponent attacks you, you're gonna push the opponent away from you. So if you're on a goal and the opponent gets pushed away, I think that's a win. You know, I mean, the only thing that's gonna counter Brutal Swing are gold attacks, and the only prevalent gold attacks in the meta right now are Zapdos and probably Mew. You know, that's it. You know, so the Brutal Swing is not, it's gonna be a win. You're pushing the opponent away from you, and they're gonna gain weight 1. You know, so it's gonna be your turn again. So now you have the ability to use another Pokemon to go ahead and try to save the day. The next attack is Dragon Tail. It's a 137. I mean, at level 1, it's 137. So SOLGALEO is 100 and 120. I mean, sure, you can use Steel Energy to get it from 120 to 130. Sure, you can use Metal Sphere to get it from 130 to 140. But that's 2 plate spots, you know? Guzzlord starts at 137. So if you are lucky enough to get some UX cubes and you can put 3 UX cubes in Guzzlord, you're at 140. So I think, you know, it's gonna be really a force to be reckoned with that way. So that's the way I feel you should use Guzzlord. Don't attack the opponent, let the opponent attack you, and you will have some success. This wheel is not bad at all. You know, 137, a 3-star purple and a blue. Come on. Just the 3-star purple and the blue is the majority of the wheel. You know, and now you have a 137 as your off attack. Nah, Guzzlord is gonna be here to stay. It's gonna rival SOLGALEO, I feel. I mean, it's a plug and play in a non-Ultra Beast deck. If you play Guzzlord in an Ultra Beast deck, the best synergy you have is with Neolego, but I don't really strongly recommend it. I mean, you can use Guzzlord with Neolego. Of course, you're gonna put Guzzlord on the goal, and you're gonna have Guzzlord on the. Actually, you can even have Guzzlord on the bench, and let Neolego poison the figure. You know, when Neolego poisons the figure, it gives it weight 7. The subsequent turn, you can use a Pokemon switch and switch Guzzlord with Neolego, and then on the subsequent turn after that, you can hop over the figure and you'll send that figure to the Ultra Space. And if it's a non-Ultra Beast deck, that's on your opponent's turn, that's going to help you even more. But I don't think that's very reasonable, tangible. I don't think that's the right way to use it. I don't know if Guzzlord is going to be the right fit in an Ultra Beast deck. You know, I more see Guzzlord a plug and play in a non-Ultra Beast deck. But in the comments down below, please let me know how you feel. I want to know your opinions. Do you think Guzzlord can rival SOLGALEO? I mean, a huge blue and a 3-star purple with a 137? I don't see why not. Sure, you don't have the mobility, but it's a goalie. You don't need the mobility on a goalie, you know? Let me know how you feel, trainers. This is Showtime, signing off. Peace, trainers.